We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Cut! Hurt! Right there!
In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Cut 19!
Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. Right. Yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Done good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 81 the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. To try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about the Seahawk defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry from 19 yards away. And the Saints have taken the lead. Now done for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Saints 14, Seahawks 7.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Here we go.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. A short one there to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. The Seahawks at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go check. Let go.
Walker with another carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Trap 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cowboy.
Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Okay, ready? 65 cat, 65 cat. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Panther 11, Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And Walker has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 32.
Hey, check that. Street. Cougar 19.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
60 Eagles. 19 Lions. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
70 Rangers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Still going. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Olave over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and sneak him here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Done good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 28, Seahawks 10.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on 1st down. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Warriors 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now 2nd and 3.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Ready, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
For another Seahawks. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 97 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kamara fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. Now done for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 10.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They're going to look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready?
Here's Walker to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Seahawks at 72 here on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where...
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Walker now on first and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught at the 3. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 3-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Perry on the move to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Back to Kamara for another catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Done good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Completes it to Perry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second and 5. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they work this well on field across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. A give for Walker running right. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. Muscles him off. Still churning. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go now. Big Lion. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11.
Back to throw. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19 Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks, does the big boy have the juice? And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Back to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go.
Straight ahead, Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run again with Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up
18, 5 in.
at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Cup 19, Cup 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack looked through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 96 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Walker. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Touchdown, Saints! Foster Moreau from 21 yards away. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Done good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
27, Saints 17.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch made, it's Moreau. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 4. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
65 catch. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time.
4 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Let's go now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to Perry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. There's Chris Olave. And, oh, this is close. They needed 7 yards, and 7 is what they got. Cutting it close, but the referee signals it is a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why